I redid the entire 2010 Formula 1 season without Red Bull. That means Red Bull and Sebastian Vettel won't win the World Drivers and World Constructors Championship. So let's see who it'll going to be. Will it be Alonso? Will it be Hamilton? Will it be Michael Schumacher, Nico Rosberg? Who knows? Stay tuned to find out. My name is Chris. Welcome back to CF Racing and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, what's going on? Chris here, otherwise known as CF Racing, and we are bringing back a series back onto the channel. I did this series a little bit when I was smaller, maybe like 1,000 to like 5,000 subscribers, and that is the What If series. And basically what this series is that I redo seasons in Formula 1. Basically without, just say, 2015 without Mercedes, 2021 without Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen, and I redo all of the math for the season to see who will actually win the title if those two drivers didn't compete in the championship. Basically, there's two less drivers. Obviously, some things I can't take into effect, sort of like crashes and stuff and engine failures. So basically what I do, I just take a look at the top 10 or top 12 running order, remove Hamilton or just say Verstappen if they were in that running order, and just move everybody up a place to make it as fair as possible. I want to give a big shout out to Limit and Beastly Gamer for sending a super thanks in the last video. If you guys want a shout out just like they just got one, drop a super thanks in the comment section down below. Also guys, I did activate channel memberships. If you do want to support me in any possible way, you can you can become a member. There you get some really cool perks. You'll see them all if you click the join button on my page. Obviously, only do this if you are if you can financially justify it. I don't want you guys just spending random money when you don't have to, or if you just don't want to at all. Lastly, guys, if you're new here, enjoy the content like this, hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, join the Discord. All the links are in the description down below. With that being said, let's start the What If. Race 1 in Bahrain would be won by Fernando Alonso, followed by Felipe Massa and Lewis Hamilton, rounding out the top 3 and the podium with a Ferrari 1-2. Sounds familiar, just like 2021. The rest of the order is Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, Jenson Button, Liuzzi, Rubens Barrichello, Robert Kubica, and Adrian Sutil. Race 2 in Australia was won by Jenson Button, followed by Robert Kubica and Felipe Massa round out the podium, followed by Fernando Alonso, Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton, Liuzzi, Rubens Barrichello, Michael Schumacher, and Alguersuari. What a last name that is, Alguersuari. Race 3 in Malaysia was won by Nico Rosberg, and this is really the only good 2010 picture of Rosberg that I could find, followed by Robert Kubica and Adrian Sutil round out the top 3, followed by Lewis Hamilton, Felipe Massa, Jenson Button, Alguersuari, Nico Hülkenberg, Sebastian Buemi, I believe his name is, and Rubens Barrichello rounds out the top 10. Race 4 in China was won by Jenson Button, followed by Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg round out the podium, followed by Fernando Alonso, Robert Kubica, we got Felipe Petrov, or Sergei Petrov, I forget his name, Felipe Massa, Michael Schumacher, Adrian Sutil, and Rubens Barrichello. Race 5 in Spain was won by the home hero, Fernando Alonso, followed by Michael Schumacher in P2, Jenson Button P3 to round out the podium, followed by Felipe Massa, Adrian Sutil, Robert Kubica, Rubens Barrichello, Alguersuari, Petrov, and Kumi Kobayashi. Everybody loves the guy. Race 6 in Monaco was run by the one and only, the legend Robert Kubica, followed by Felipe Massa and Lewis Hamilton round out the podium, followed by Fernando Alonso, Nico Rosberg, Adrian Sutil, Liuzzi, Sebastian Buemi, Alguersuari, and Michael Schumacher round out the top 10. Race 7 in Turkey was won by Lewis Hamilton, followed by Jenson Button, and Michael Schumacher rounds out the podium with Nico Rosberg, Robert Kubica, Felipe Massa, Fernando Alonso, Adrian Sutil, Kumi Kobayashi, and Pedro de la Rosa, I believe his name is, rounds out the top 10. Race 8 in Canada was won by Lewis Hamilton with Jenson Button in P2 and Fernando Alonso in P3, followed by Nico Rosberg, Robert Kubica, Sebastian Buemi, Liuzzi, Adrian Sutil, Michael Schumacher, and Alguersuari. Race 9, just considered the European Grand Prix, was won again by Lewis Hamilton as he takes his third win in a row, followed by Jenson Button, Rubens Barrichello, Robert Kubica, Adrian Sutil, Kumi Kobayashi, Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Buemi, Nico Rosberg, and Felipe Massa. It looks like Ferrari is falling off just a bit. Race 10 in Silverstone once again was won by Lewis Hamilton, followed by Nico Rosberg and Jenson Button to round out the podium. Then we got Rubens Barrichello, Guemi Kobayashi, Adrian Sutil, Michael Schumacher, Nico Hülkenberg, Liuzzi, and Sebastian Buemi round out the top 10. Race 11 in Germany. Sorry, I put the Spanish flag there. My bad, did not mean to put that there. But it is Germany, not Spain. Was won by Fernando Alonso with Felipe Massa in P2. Another Ferrari 1-2. Lewis Hamilton in P3, followed by Jenson Button, Robert Kubica, Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, Petrov, Kobayashi, and Rubens Barrichello. Race 12 in Hungary was won by Fernando Alonso, again followed by Felipe Massa, Petrov, Nico Hülkenberg, Pedro Della Rosa, Jenson Button, Kobayashi, Barrichello, Michael Schumacher, and Sebastian Buemi round out the top 10. And another Ferrari 1-2. Race 13 in Belgium was won by Lewis Hamilton with Robert Kubica in P2, Felipe Massa P3, Adrian Sutil P4, followed by Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, Kobayashi, Petrov, Liuzzi, and De La Rosa round out the top 10. Race 14 in Monza in Italy. Fernando Alonso did it. He won in Monza, followed by Jenson Button in P2. Felipe Massa rounds out your podium, so you have a double Ferrari podium here in Monza. Then we have Nico Rosberg, Nico Hülkenberg, Robert Kubica, Michael Schumacher, Rubens Barrichello, Buemi, and Liuzzi round out the top 10. Race 15 in Singapore was won by, again, Fernando Alonso. He's making a late season charge here, followed by Jenson Button, Nico Rosberg, Rubens Barrichello, Robert Kubica, Felipe Massa, Adrian Sutil, Nico Hülkenberg, Petrov, and Alguersuari round out the top 10. Race 16 in Japan was won by Fernando Alonso, followed by Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton, who rounds out the podium. Then we have Michael Schumacher, Kobayashi, Nick Heidfeld, great race for him, Rubens Barrichello, Buemi, Alguersuari, and Kovalainen round out your top 10. Good to see two new guys on this list. Very nice to see them. Race 17 in South Korea was once again won by Fernando Alonso, followed by Lewis Hamilton and Felipe Massa. Michael Schumacher, Robert Kubica, Liuzzi, Barrichello, Kobayashi, Heidfeld, and Hülkenberg round out the top 10. Race 18 in Brazil was won by Fernando Alonso, followed by Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button, who round out your top 3, followed by Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, Nico Hülkenberg, Robert Kubica, Kobayashi, Alguersuari, and Sutil. And now, guys, we're heading into the last and final race in Abu Dhabi. Race 19 and the final race of the year in Abu Dhabi was won by Lewis Hamilton, with Jenson Button and Nico Rosberg rounding out the top 3, followed by Robert Kubica, Petrov, and Alonso, who was stuck behind Petrov, just like in real life, still gets stuck behind him in this sort of alternate reality, followed by Alguersuari, Felipe Massa, Nick Heidfeld, and Rubens Barrichello rounds out your top 10. Now, guys, it is time to take a look at the final standings for this season without Red Bull. And taking the championship by 12 points, we have Fernando Alonso as in his first season in Ferrari. He actually wins the World Drivers' Championship if Red Bull and basically if Sebastian Vettel was not in the title fight, with Lewis Hamilton in P2, Jenson Button P3, Nico Rosberg P4, Robert Kubica P5, Felipe Massa P6, Michael Schumacher P7, Liuzzi P8, Adrian Sutil tied with Liuzzi in P8, but Liuzzi had a higher finish in one of the races than Sutil did, so that's why he is in 8th, and Rubens Barrichello rounds out the top 10. If you want to see who was from 11 to 2, I believe 22, you can just do the math yourself. I was just too lazy, and I wanted them to be on screen, basically. Your Constructors standings and Constructors champions for this season is going to be McLaren, as that's their first Constructors title in a long while, basically. Ferrari was in P2 with Mercedes P3, Renault P4, Force India P5, Williams P6, STR Ferrari, I don't even know what that stands for, but they're P7, Sauber finished in P8, Lotus, Virgin, and HRT, they were basically all the Cosworth teams. They were all garbage. Lotus was the only one who scored a point in this simulation, or this redo, so they all stink, but basically, I remember them finishing in dead last when I watched Formula 1 back in the day, too. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for this what if video. If you guys did enjoy and you want to see more what if videos, let me know in the comment section down below what season I should redo, whether maybe it be 1995, 2005, 2015, who really knows. I'll do it. Just let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see. And with that being said, guys, once again, if you want to become a member, join that member thing. If you want to get a shout out next video, you know what to do. Join, send a super thanks in the comment section down below. And if you can't do that, just like the video, join the Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.